All right, we're going quick here. Georgia's game with Notre Dame has been postponed, y'all, for a little bit. We think for a day by the time this comes out. But initial reaction, I mean, we've been out on bourbon the whole week. This morning, I didn't think it was going to get canceled, postponed. Right. But Matt, now the word has come down that it will get postponed. I mean, your initial thoughts on what does this mean for the game?
For the game, I guess my initial thoughts are just safety. I mean, I don't want to go over there if things aren't 100%. So it is unfortunate, and that instant reaction is, man, because we've been talking about this game for weeks now. Everyone's ready for it. We started to see more Georgia fans and Notre Dame fans around the city. So the buildup was here, and now instant reaction, I guess, probably disappointment that the game will be tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. I mean, information is still coming out, Ryan. We still don't know exactly what's going to happen.
The only thing we know is that, well, there's a couple of things. Go ahead, Ryan. Oh, well, yeah. Let me just go first and get out of the way. We know that there's been a student at Georgia who's been critically injured. That's coming from the university. We know that everyone in the university's official party, that includes players, that includes coaches and administrators, they're all accounted for. We know as well that that the game has been postponed. I'm not, and if I think of something, I'll jump on top of you, but go ahead.
Yeah, and Laura Rutledge from East Hampshire was just reporting a little while ago. There's a shelter in place right now, so they're not leaving their hotel rooms.
For the team.
They're sweeping the Superdome, but the game's just ice now, right? It's like ice in the kicker, but this time for the whole game. You don't know if it affects them mentally, right? You don't know how each and every person is. Some people are going to take it in different ways.
What's Gunnar Stockton thinking right now? Or Kirby.
Look, I mean, he's more locked in than anybody else, right? That's what they've been saying this week. But it's sad that we have to go through BS like this, and it ruins good events, good nights. People are just trying to have fun and celebrate. You know, there's police everywhere. For the most part, it seemed like this week was going pretty well in a city that's known for
parties,
crazy things that are going to happen, but it's sad that that's what happened. It's unfortunate it affects the game as well, and now we've got to be down here a little bit longer and figure some things out for ourselves.
And of course, well, we don't know. I mean, we don't know what's going on with us, which is secondary because people have died here.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, like, and you know, I'm not going to go on a rant about how angry it makes me about attacks like this. It can happen anywhere, and it seems to happen anywhere a lot, but. For Georgia, look, you know, Matt, in life's not fair. You can immediately, things can change. And so if you're Georgia, you're safe in a hotel, but, you know, you're going to have, I mean, life happens. Here we go. This is a second. Let me just say this, too, as a person real quick. It occurs to me now, this will be the second changed or displaced Sugar Bowl I've ever covered in my life. And, you know, people down here, their lives were changed. And so, you know, if Georgia has to wait 24 hours to play a game that, in all honesty, in the grand scheme of things, is meaningless, so be it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, we talked in a video the other day of watching the team during media day, how kind of relaxed and ready they were. Now, there was not a ton of anxiety that you could feel. You could feel it kind of in the air, just walking around, and what the events happened, to this city. And again, we were having such a beautiful time, but now there has to be some kind of anxious nerves from the team about playing this game. The whole 24 hours. Like, there has to. I think it's just natural because they were ready today. They prepared for the game to happen tonight.
You know, that's what you got. Your head coach is a very
detail-oriented schedule.
So now life has happened.
They need to just keep it as normal as they possibly can.
But how do you? I mean, like for me, I knew what I was. Go ahead.
Whatever their plan was for today, if this gets moved 24 hours or however much it gets moved, they just need to make that the exact same plan for the next day and keep things, I think, as much on the list that they have as possible, and just try not to deviate from it too much. Everyone's going to react to it differently. Some of the players might be affected by it. Some of them might just be looking forward and thinking about the game. But I think that they need to just today is not normal, right? And we're being told that they're kind of locked in their rooms and everything right now. But
Laura Rutledge. So I mean, I've known Laura for 15 plus you how long now. So Laura's there. I'm sorry, I didn't see the recording.
She's here. Yeah,
she's
here.
At the hotel, I guess.
It looked like it.
Oh, okay.
It looked like she was at the hotel, and she spoke to.
And this was before. This was before the game was canceled.
Around the same time.
Around the same time. Yeah, but I mean. I just in terms of the superficial of all of this, Matt, they've gone from the problem with the Super Bowl, the Sugar Bowl. As a person who, you know, if you're participating in it, you got to wait until almost 9 o'clock to play.
Yeah.
Now you're waiting. You had the The day before the game is a long day. Now you have the day of the game. Now the day of the game, that's gotten pushed back. It's a lot. You're waiting. Basically now it feels like more like 3 days than just the 1.5.
It almost feels like we're kind of waiting for good news as well to say everything is clear. This is when the game is starting, because right now it's just reports. If they find something else,
Well,
who
that's
knows
a very
if it
good
could
point.
be pushed
Yeah.
even further back. So right now we're still kind of this wait and see mode. But right now, and a big reason why we're making this video is because it doesn't feel like it's happened tonight. I don't think anyone has officially come out
No,
and said
they've
it.
said.
Okay,
That's why
so
we're recording the video.
okay, well I didn't know if
done.
early
They will
reports
not-
are official.
No.
but, yeah.
This video will not go out until we will not report until there's
Okay.
official word or from. I mean,
Georgia or
I'll
the
just put it
Sugar
like
Bowl
this:
or-
unless it's the Sugar Bowl, Georgia, who wouldn't do it, or ESPN, who's the rights holder. This is the sort of stuff we can't report.
Right.
You know what is not.
Official.
No one's. I mean, George. I'll just say this: George has been in communication with me multiple times today, saying, "Hey, the first time was we don't have a statement.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to say," which is a statement itself. But no one at any point today has said yes, we're playing, or yes, it's canceled until now. And now we know.
Well,
And-
not canceled, moved back.
Excuse me. I'm sorry I keep
Yeah.
saying that. It would be
It's a
it would
game
be,
that
wrong,
has
it would
to be
be
played.
completely wrong to say it's canceled. I keep repeating that incorrectly. That's my fault. But Ryan, we keep moving. Why do we keep scooting over here?
It's just
The
reduce
wind. It is
advertising.
kind of
It
windy, a
is
little
windy.
chilly.
And
this
we were
morning.
not at all expecting this morning. I mean, like I was expecting to get all this stuff done. We weren't. We were an hour from going to the dome. We have a visitor. But again, just revisiting, Ryan. The Sugar Bowl is going to be delayed at least. It's going to be delayed until Thursday night.
Yeah, and it's one of the games that it's been a long time we've been waiting for this game anyway. It's what, 25, 26 odd days, something like that,
Yeah.
between the SEC championship and this game. So they're already on a long break. I know we're a little antsy for this game to just happen. And it's the late game now, and it's just getting pushed back
Now
another
you got to
day,
turn
so-
around. Whoever wins this game will
Yeah.
have even
A
week,
less day.
one day less than you had. Did you already have one day less before that?
And
We
they'll
don't-
have,
we don't care
and they'll
about
have two
loss, man.
fewer days.
It's
than-
fine.
we'll have 2 fewer days than Penn State. We have some visitors.
We have visitors. But the other thing, Penn State will have 2 days now, and Miami's a quick turnaround for whoever wins this game. But
I mean, it'd be a
Go ahead.
week. It'd be a week
It will be a
turnaround
week
since this game is likely
turnaround.
going to be played on Thursday.
You throw travel involved.
Travel.
I mean, it's hard to really
It
get
could
a whole
change.
practice
It could change the
scheduling.
schedule for us. I mean, it's going to change everything a little bit.
I think. So you can tell we're doing this on the fly. We almost went to the car, but decided not to. I just want to say a couple nuanced stories. We've been walking around the whole time. I mean, the discussion of I don't know what they're called that come out of the street that block
The
cars.
barricades.
Some sort of barricade.
Well, I would call it a barricade. I mean, we walk. I've been jogging around. I've jogged 3 times this week, every day except today on Bourbon. Today, you could tell it was obviously a very real difference. People are. It's not just can I go get beads or like look at that. It's more like what happened over there, and that's you can feel it. There was such an energy on New Year's Eve that. There was such an energy on New Year's Eve. Well, why don't y'all scoot over some? I don't understand how we keep getting this spot.
I feel like
Am
I'm
I
the
the one
Frank.
moving?
You're
I'm
swaying over.
All right, I'll stop. You could feel the energy, the game building. You had New
Yeah.
Year's, and then you had
The parade was
I mean,
great.
this
The
is how we're
parade
kicking
was
off.
good.
This is how we're kicking off a new year. It's just
But it was an attack, and the problem is, tragedy happens, and now somehow Georgia will have to turn that offer around or whatever you want to call it, and take it from there, man. And
Yeah.
it's going to be. I know what I was going to say. There was a resilience with this team for a long time. Now we're really going to see it again on display.
Yeah, they're fighting through more adversity.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, you've got to regroup now as a whole, and everything. The way you've planned for this game to be on January 1.
Well, what was it like
kinda
in the
changed things
hotel?
around.
Like, how long did it take to account for everybody? In football, the official parties, there's been
Yeah.
a student that's been hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that is tragic in many ways.
It was good to
We're
see.
talking about a football game.
It was good to see familiar faces around the hotel this morning at breakfast and whatnot, because you're still trying to find information, and there's still information coming out now. So it's
I was woken up by a phone call from your dad. I did not know what had happened, and so I had to get down there and make certain everything was good with y'all. I didn't think y'all had gone back out, but you didn't know. And the truth be told, had it been the night before, we very well could have been in the middle of that. So but Georgia will have to figure out where they're going with this next. We'll probably update you one more time. Now we'll be watching the whole world will watch this sugar tomorrow night. I don't know yet. I know it's been postponed. I don't know yet at this second what the time might be, that they move it slightly lower by an hour and a little bit, just because of the situation. They'd be the only game on TV. I mean, you're going to have to go up against head-to-head against the Amazon game. Yeah, but I don't think that really matters in this case. All right, final thought.
I mean, it's just one of those things where you're at a loss for words, and it's unfortunate, and it's an attack on multiple communities, and it's officially an attack on the Georgia community as well. It's just sad news.
It's true, Matt.
I hope we get this game played soon.
It's incredibly tragic, unfortunate, and like the team, we've got to regroup.
We got to figure. We don't know where we're going to stay tonight. So, but then now again, I say that's irrelevant. We can drive to, Mobile or somewhere. We'll be okay. But no, not Mobile. But I or tomorrow night. Excuse me. Yeah. So I don't know what's really going on yet, and I'm probably missing phone calls from Georgia people. So anyway, we'll thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.